Open letter to Ethiopian generals and P-parity officials. Wake up to stop committing crime against the Ethiopian people. Attention to General Abiy Tades, General Yilma Merdasa, General Hassan Ibrahim, General Getachew Gudina, and all the other generals and colonels. Dictators have the ability to manipulate and control their followers, often leading them to commit heinous crimes and atrocities. Many infamous dictators such as Hitler, Mussolini, Pol Pot, Idi Amin, Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, and Colonel Mengistu Haile Mariam convinced their followers that their regimes would last forever, even though history has shown that dictators come and go. After encouraging their followers to commit such crimes, dictators often meet violent ends or flee, leaving behind blood-stained armies and cadres. Unfortunately, it is the blind followers who pay the biggest price. In the case of Ethiopia, regrettably, the army gave allegiance to dictator Mengistu Haile Mariam instead of Ethiopia. When it became obvious that the army was about to be defeated, senior generals like General Fanta Belay, Demussi Bolto, and many others decided to push him out of the country while he was traveling to East Germany. They made a huge mistake by being too soft on him. They organized a coup d'état to save the army from defeat, the young soldiers from dying in a senseless war, and bring about peace. However, dictators have a magical power to control the mindless cadres and followers. So these mindless followers went and destroyed the last chance for survival. A few brigades of airborne division went and killed generals like Demussi Bolto and others on the streets of Amhara. Airborne commandos led by a cadre called Mesfin Kabeda killed almost all generals who were leading the army in Eritrea. Soon after the massacre of the generals in the streets of Amhara, the dictatorial regime collapsed. That brought the defeat. When the army tried to flee to Sudan, probably 10,000 of the army were massacred by EPLF. The aftermath was a total humiliation. The army was disarmed, put into concentration camps, and eventually released to beg on the street to feed their own kids and wives. Hitler too convinced that his regime lasts for thousands of years and made them believe in the superiority of the Aryan race and defeat was unthinkable. But when he declared Operation Barbarossa, the invasion of the vast Russian territory, it was clear for the real generals realized it is ambitious to wage war on Eastern Front on British and the American allies and wage a war of annihilation of the Soviet Union. Hitler was a simple corporal and an army messenger during the First World War with no education in military science. He is like Abiy Ahmed. Abiy Ahmed too was a messenger and simple radio operator with no knowledge of military science. So the generals like Field Marshal Rommel conspired to stop Hitler for working for the final defeat of Germany. They tried to get rid of Hitler to avoid a disastrous defeat that led to 5.3 million casualties and around 1.1 million died in Soviet POW camps, and the number of displaced Germans is estimated to be between 12.0 and 16.5 million. The death toll attributable to the flight and expulsions was estimated at 2.2 million by the West German government in 1958. When the danger is around the corner, professional generals like Rommel and Demussi Bolto see it at a distance, but dictators are blind to catastrophic failure. No double Abiy will be defeated. Hitler, like Mengistu, took a revenge by ordering the loyal SS guards to kill the generals.